Hey, yo, turn myself up. I'm a little low. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Barz and Shotz. You got 3/4 of the clicking team. You got myself, Flaw 700. You got Jarrell, and you got Ant, the great one. What's going on, fellas?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Episode 90, and we are live. That's 10 to 100. It's a milestone.
Hey, yo, I'm psyched, yo.
Yeah.
Gotta be psyched for that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Did Jarrell, you had 2 previous podcasts, and I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be funny, but did they make it to 100? I don't remember.
Hell no.
Okay, just
Nah. Hey, yo, you see the jab though? You see the jab?
I'm trying to see if you've been here. I'm comfortable with 100.
No, I have not.
Anytime a motherfucker be like, yo, this ain't the jab, you gotta still brace yourself. Feel me?
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, because it depends on how the person that you're talking to takes it. That's really what this is all. That's really what it's about. You can say what you want. How the person receives it is how it actually comes out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
I could be dead ass serious, but if it offends you or if it makes you laugh or whatever, then it's a joke.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It is what it is. Episode 90. Who you got this week?
I'm gonna go with JPP, New York Giants. Him and all 8 of his fingers, number 90.
Oh, you mean
I'm defeated.
Let me see if I get a couple of more off. Hold on. Neil Smith, Kansas City Chiefs defensive end. Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
For the Panthers. Yeah. So that's good.
He going to the hole.
He should.
Chris Peppers, he should.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if you got over 100 sacks, you should be in.
Before we get into this episode, fam, I just want to shoot the shit real quick, man. First off, how's y'all mental health, man? How was y'all day?
Oh, I'm wonderful, baby. Wednesday, snowfall come on tonight.
Oh, we got to talk about snowfall.
Yeah, man. See if Franklin get out of this hot water. You know
I'm depressed because you keep asking about my mental health, bro. I'm depressed. I need some Zoloft.
Okay, cool.
Just because he keep asking.
Right, because I keep asking. Like, that's the worst thing. Yeah. 38 or however old Ant is, right? And the worst thing could possibly happen to him is asking him how is his mental health.
How is his mental
health?
Other
shit that's going on.
Like, nigga, I'm sad now.
No news is good news. No news is good news, bro. So if you don't hear it from me, I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying?
Still, but I'm on my wave that you just don't know if you don't ask. And sometimes I think when it comes to men, especially black men, we don't ask. We just get straight to the beer.
I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Just saying. Okay, well, that's you.
But, well, you, I would not. No, let me stop. Let me think. I would tell you.
Okay.
Man, okay. If a regular random motherfucker asks me how my mental health, I'm just gonna look at him like, "How's your jaw? Like, how's your chin?"
Today was a
roller. I don't.
You got to go straight to violence.
Yeah.
Nigga asked him how his day was.
How's your jaw?
How's your jaw?
Today was a roller coaster day for me and mine. My aunt passed away March 1st, and today we had the funeral.
Oh damn! Sorry to hear that, bro.
Earlier.
Oh shit!
It was beautiful.
That,
thank you. It was a beautiful event ceremony, man. So I hate seeing anybody that way. That's me. I hate seeing that.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
I hate seeing people.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Also, to get something off my chest, man. I'm mad at Belle Biv DeVoe, honestly.
Yo, this nigga fine.
Yo,
shout out to Roland in the chat. He said my condolences.
Thank you, Roland. Appreciate it.
You find a way to hate the most randomest niggas.
Yeah, man, he just
hating on BBD is wild.
What did BBD do to you, bro?
This is why I pod. My brain works weird.
Yeah.
So I'm at a traffic light, and there it is. This nice round booty just happens to walk past. And BBD comes to mind, because then I get upset because I'm like, they say don't trust a big butt in this man, but they never told us how. So
hold on, fam.
Because
they never told us why not to do it.
No, they never told us how to. How do you not
how not to trust the big butt in this man?
Only views like this will you get on the BNS pod.
Because so when I seen it, I said, "Oh, I'm hooked. I'm hypnotized."
I think this is one of them episodes. I think the amount of ridiculous stuff that's gonna come out of your mouth this episode is gonna be crazy.
I was hypnotized.
I can already tell you started, yeah. Like, are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
Because if you start off like this, and the engine ain't even warm yet, so
I'm just
What
getting
you talking about, nigga?
I'm saying is what came to mind when I seen that thing walk across the street.
So how are you mad at them? For not giving you
Yeah,
all
why
of the
you mad at
information?
them, though?
Because the message is good, but without proper instructions, how are we supposed to defeat the ass? Almost impossible.
Damn, it was just a song. They wasn't gonna act like they weren't gonna give you no therapy session.
But you mean to tell me that there's no truth to it? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me Poison is just a song, fam. That is real life.
I see where you going.
That is.
I see where you going with this.
They were speaking that truth when that dropped. 89, 90, 91, 92?
Nah, like
I don't know, but you was
90,
too young to even
90.
be thinking about booties anyway.
So did you ask your pops? Like, why not the Chelsea Big
Yeah, I'm about to say, blame your dad. Don't blame BBD, nigga. How you blaming Michael Bivins for your shortcomings on emotional struggle?
I'm supposed to put a saying that BBD created on somebody else. What I'm saying that when the ass walked, I'm saying when the ass walked past me, it was instant. I'm not saying.
How old were you in 1990? Stop playing.
So wait, you trusted her immediately when that ass walked past?
I'm not saying I trusted her, but I was
just telling you not to trust her.
Right.
Hold on.
All right.
Answer my question. How old were you in 1990?
We were 7.
So you was like 7, right?
Yeah.
So this obviously is music before your time, right?
Yes.
So you trying to tell me you blamed them for proactively not teach you a lesson for some shit that you wasn't supposed to be learning in the first place at the time? That's like me blaming Marvin Gaye for Let's Get It On and some shit like that. That's crazy.
Why didn't Marvin
and not telling you what Get It On means?
Why didn't Marvin tell you to wear rubber? You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
Now we getting somewhere. Now we pod. He told you let's get it on, but he ain't tell you to protect yourself.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that musical artists cannot win at all.
Ever.
Can't win. They damn sure not gonna win on this episode.
I see.
So look, back in the day, he was telling you let's get it on with your woman. It was just
he didn't tell you not to wear no condoms though. So Flaw mad.
That's the fact.
He mad, right?
Let's get it on because Marvin Gaye
with a condom. Like he didn't harmonize that.
Yes.
Stop it, man. Like I don't. All right.
Never said that. We need all of that.
This motherfucker said that BBD is wrong for not just telling you don't trust the big butt, but why?
Not telling you how,
how to get around it.
Do we
how
know
to get around it?
But fellas, I'll speak for myself. I will. I'm not because it's two married men I'm talking to, so I get it.
Right.
But I know how powerful.
You
know what I mean. It's all right. Put that hand down, Aunt. Don't. Where's she at?
I'm about to say, don't do this, Aunt. Don't do it. You better pick your battles, baby. You better don't do it.
Shout out to my fiance.
Yeah. Start off with that. Yes.
She'll tell y'all first, bitch. We not married yet.
That's another.
So that's the energy she on. That's why.
Another conversation, though.
That's another conversation.
There's some things that I think that women can say first before a man can say, like you
say.
I
definitely can't say because I said it today. Right. Bro. I did it today earlier. I'm like, ain't no rings on my finger. She's like, what? I went back downstairs in the basement. I came right back down here, bro.
And you're making my point.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Once you check the woman's energy, then you see where we going. But
you got to go off that energy. It's the same thing.
Good, bro.
I'm pretty sure, like, I went through this with the wedding. I'm pretty sure with the wedding, you running off the energy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'm just whatever we go. I'm riding the wave, bro.
Go with the flow, like water.
I'm just going with it, bro. Whatever's going on. We done changed the colors about 17 times, bro.
Right, and they still approve all of her colors.
And you're okay.
Approve all of them. Yeah.
Hey, that color is nice. Whatever color she say, bitch, she brought crayon yellow out there. That shit is dope, yo. I'm fucking with that.
Right. And you're okay.
My niggas look good in that, like.
Right.
I'll be honest. That's one thing that I've learned. You know what I mean in my journey. You know what I mean. At the end of the day. It's a lot of conversations that need to be had, but if you know that happy wife, happy life means something. And sometimes we joke with, what about the man? What about the man? Listen.
Nah, don't worry about
happy house, happy spouse, bro. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I know you don't.
Happy house, happy spouse. Bro.
I know you don't.
Because it's one-sided. It's so one-sided.
And I get it, but our actions say different.
Yeah.
It has to.
Because making her happy will automatically make you happy.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh yeah, yo, Roland. I am fully aware that it's not my wedding, bro. I'm just a guest, like all y'all niggas gonna do. You know what I mean, I'm a guest. Yeah. I'm a special guest, but I'm a guest.
You just you the MVP. You the special guest.
Yeah. You VIP.
Yeah.
Like, VIP. Word is life. I get it. You know what I mean? So
we the background singers. You the real feature though.
Yeah.
You ain't singing background, but you rap. You got a couple bars in the song. We just background, baby.
I'm Q at 112.
Oh shit, he said
it's like that R&B song.
Don't disrespect Q like that, man.
Man, Q wasn't. Come on now, you know Q came in on the second verse and did his bars. I ain't saying he can't sing. I'm just saying he wasn't their lead singer. He was their second lead singer. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He should have been a lead singer.
You saying this, and I am somebody
on his wedding day.
I am.
Just one tear come out his left cheek and shit. No,
hey yo, honestly,
I'm not, bro. I ain't
we gonna move past this. We gonna move past this, but it's one thing that I hate, and I'm not saying that this was my situation, but I've heard it sometimes, bro. When your fiance, soon to be wife, tells you have to cry, if you like damn, like you get
my god
type.
She said it. Oh my god, she said if she come halfway down that aisle, if she don't see no tears, she's stopping the music and walking back up and having the music start again until I cry. She said crazy. That. She stay saying that.
My wife did not say that.
So guess what? I got some Visine. You feel me?
You gonna fake the cry just to get it over with?
Yeah, she ain't gonna be down there. She's not gonna be out there. All her people's gonna be coming down.
But I'll be honest with you though, Aunt. Like today was at my aunt's funeral, right? And I wasn't going to get up and speak, but I did. And as soon as I got up and got to that podium, like I'm an introvert, I don't talk. The nerves, I shook, everything started crazy. So I'm saying you cool now, but when that music hit and she walked down, I think it's gonna come out, bro. I think it is. I think when the vows hit, come out. We're gonna see.
Here's what y'all don't know about the great.
Well, so we're gonna see it happen.
Y'all gonna see me be a man of my word. When I sit here and tell you I'm gonna be good, bro.
Okay.
Honestly, I knew I was gonna be good, and I didn't cry. I mean, I loved it and everything, but I know I'm gonna be good, bro.
And that's not nothing. I'm not saying that like, bitch, that's not gonna be the happiest day of my life, or like I'm not gonna be, excited to see my bride. It just, bitch, I know I'm gonna be all right. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna be too. First of all, I'm not crying in front of that many people, bro.
I didn't cry, but I don't fault other dudes for crying, though. Like, that's a joyous occasion, nigga.
I mean, I fault guys for overreacting. Y'all seen that one video where the guy kind of removed, I don't know what it's called that they have over their face.
The
veil.
Yeah.
And he just starts spinning and
going
crazy. Come on, buddy. Like
that's actually
you playing the spoons now.
Yeah.
Like you shucking and jiving now for the people. Like you're not doing that.
Be regular, bro.
Then you get the ones. If you don't do this at my wedding, I don't want it.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
Nah.
Oh man, so man, we like to call this episode the sellout episode. I don't usually name my episodes, but we have a theme for this episode. And I'm not saying that people have sold out. I'm saying that that's the word on the street for some. And we're going to break down if they did or they didn't. We're going to keep it honest. So where would we like to start it? I think it was Jay-Z with Tidal, Swizz and Tim with Verzuz. And who was the third one? Who was the third one? There was another.
Kanye. And
Kanye getting
his bodyguard.
Gotcha. That one. I got an article, and we don't really need an article for that. Let's just say his bodyguard is making a doc,
doing an tell-all doc, like
a tell-all doc. So basically, Kanye was stupid for not giving his employees NDAs, and now he's feeling it, and he's gonna feel it a lot more after this divorce because that doc probably not even gonna come out until after that. So they can tell the whole thing.
I mean, it's corny to do so. It is, even if you have,
of course,
NDA or something like that. So the first,
it's smart though.
Why is it smart?
Corny and smart. Two things could be true at the same time. Yes.
That's a bag, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be corny and smart. Like to you is corny. You know what I'm saying? To me it's corny.
It's whack.
But
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
people who don't care about stuff like that, people do this all the time.
You got to get a bag.
All tell-all books are corny.
Especially
Corinne Steffens.
Yeah, superhead.
She ended niggas' whole lives.
But hold up.
But on her end, it was a smart move.
It was because let's face it. I mean, let's really break that down though. I don't really remember the situation, but she could have been in love with some of those guys and they left her high and dry. Like she just wasn't superhead. She just happened to give superhead. So I'm not saying that she didn't have feelings for the Bobby Brown
so
or
was it
Ja
Superhead?
Rules. No, I'm saying that she wasn't like, I'm Superhead, let me just suck off celebrities. I'm saying she might have really had feelings for some of these people.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know either, bro. I don't know.
Could be a let me suck them off situation. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It could be
I kind of remember it going that way. You know what I'm saying?
But who told you that though? I'm like, okay, yeah, she knew. First off, I'm not snitching or nothing. These names is in the book. But first off, she knew Shaq had a wife. So yeah, that's just, let me just hook Shaq up. She knew whoever, right? But
block. The whole
D block. Niggas, the whole D block.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just,
that's what we talking about. I don't get it.
Eddie Winslow hit. Like,
Eddie Winslow.
I think that was after.
But that was a relationship though.
Yeah, she was in a she's in a relationship with him. After
he was in a relationship with Wayne. She was in a relationship.
Hove got parts.
Yeah, he did.
She was in a real relationship with Wayne though, I heard.
I can't, and that's nasty. I can't think of
Eddie Winslow too. Like that.
Yeah.
Like he the one who got it after. Like he was the last one, right?
She was retired.
He got all the raft.
Like no books, no nothing.
He got all the raft.
So he wiped up a retired Superhead.
Yeah. She was still
Congratulations.
Post Mr. Marcus.
So, oh man, that Mr. Marcus, that Mr. Marcus video was nasty. He made Mr. Marcus run. Yeah. And here's what people don't remember about that flick. He got a part 2 called Mr. Marcus Revenge.
Yeah, I remember that.
I
seen that one.
Yeah.
Still ain't get his revenge.
Yo, he still in the room, right?
Get his revenge.
In the room.
Yo, nigga, she was bored in the room, bro. You seen her face? Yo, she was
about to say.
Bored. Like,
they're going to work. She like,
he's going hard, bro. She like,
and to name it Mr. Marcus Revenge is hilarious.
You could tell he didn't produce that.
I think that was his last scene, bro.
No,
I
he couldn't show his face around the porn community anymore. Couldn't show his face. After that, had to run
now,
twice.
So yes, releasing a tell-all book is smart. So my question, the first thing that popped in my head was, when it comes to these types of books, even with the Superhead book, right, and all the books, tell-all books, there's always, I don't believe that. So because this is Kanye West's bodyguard, and he's seen it, and we know how unstable Kanye can be. How, like, are we going to fight this book, or are we just going to read it? Are we going to read, or not saying that we're going to read it, but when we figure out, I'm not reading this book.
I'm not reading that
book. But when it does hit the internet on things that we see from that the book says about Kanye West, are we going to be open-minded to it? Like, I guess, or are we going, nah, that ain't Kanye. He would never do that. Like, this is the bodyguard. What reason does he have to lie?
Yeah. I don't never have that
I think
angle.
some of it is going to be fabricated.
You think so? You think everything
Say it again,
fabricated?
A small portion. Not everything. I think a small portion of it is going to be fabricated just to sell the book. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of facts in there, but I think some things, just like in all books, may not be true. You know what I mean? Like in the Superhead book, I don't think everything was true in that book. You know what I'm saying? I think all these tell-all books, some degree of lies is in the book to sell the book.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to make it interesting to it sell for people who want to read it type shit. So
I got you.
I'm not putting 100% faith into everything he's saying, but some of the things we gonna know Kanye did. Like, we just gonna know. Like, it's Kanye fucking West. Like, that's how I stand on it.
I don't never put anything past anybody anymore. I don't put,
especially this.
I don't put celebrities on pedestals anyway, really. So, like, if anything comes out about anybody, it's not like I'm just rush to believe it, but I would never be like, well, I can't believe he can't or she can't do that. That doesn't make any sense.
Like, you can't put it past them. Like,
right, never.
Think just because they celebrities, they can't do that. Like,
yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
Perfect example, Tiny and T.I. Like,
right.
A lot of people saying they didn't do it. A lot of people, but can we put it past them?
No.
Just because they Tiny and Tip been talking about the community and all this shit. Like,
yep, that don't mean anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, to piggyback off what Ant was saying, some of that's going to be fabricated, but I'm like, it's Kanye West. Do we need to fabricate? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're going to get stories of him.
He weird enough?
I think he's weird enough.
Absolutely.
Like, we're going to get.
I agree.
We're going to get more rant stories about probably Beyonce and Jay-Z that he just was going off when he got off, or he just was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when Kanye West was making his album, this is the dude he said is really trash, but he want him on his album because he popular. Like, we're gonna get a lot of backstories made on production of songs and albums about who he likes, who he doesn't like. Once again, I think it's corny, but I'm gonna go into this open-minded and possibly believe 98% of it, because I think Kanye West is weird enough that you don't have to make stuff up. Now, yes, you might got to change a name or two. Maybe they don't. How does that work in the book? Superhead didn't have to change no names, right? She got sued.
Bitch. Yeah, she got sued. But I don't know what the outcome came with it.
I don't know what the outcome was. I don't know what happened actually. When she
talked like she still had money off of it. So
yeah, so
whatever she got sued with, she won.
It was a New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
So she had bread coming in off of it. How much she gave up off of it?
And
she did
due to the divorce, Kanye West Donda album has been delayed. That's the new reason why we have not got the Donda album.
That's the reason.
Yeah, that is the reason.
The reason, bro. Hold on. This Donda album, what kind of album is this?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We never knew.
Okay.
Nobody thought this shit was close to being finished anyway. So
yeah,
I don't even know why he even mentioned it.
Musically, he's been burnt out, bro. It's over.
Why is Kanye West making music? Like, why is he making?
Exactly.
Why is he working on?
He got $3 billion.
Yeah. Why are you working on the album?
As an outlet, maybe what everything he's going through. If he's an artist, it's definitely an outlet. You know what I'm saying? I can see that part.
As an artist, that's his foundation, and at the end of the day, he knows that's what he's great at.
So
he could always fall back on music. Always.
Now, I'm not against.
Never stop. I don't think.
I'm not against making new music, but we also know that when Kanye West puts out an album, he wants it to be as big as he's ever been. Like, he just wants that spotlight. And we talk about this often when the artists get to a certain level, when they start making the music that they want to make, where like his gospel music, right? He wanted to make that, but it still was a big deal because he just can't make music without it being a big deal. But I'm saying, like, why like the Donda album, we don't know what it's going to be about. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, to me, you can't go through a divorce like this. You can't go through running for president. You can't go, like, he's got a lot.
I forgot he did that.
Yeah, he ran for president, man.
I forgot he did that. Yo, I'm sorry.
He's got a lot to talk about, and I'm not talking about no gospel album. You can't put that in no gospel album. This has to be a rap album.
You could if you do it creative enough.
If you do it the right way, you could, bro. Listen, man, if you really a musician, bro, it don't matter what genre of music you make. If it's dope, it's dope. You feel what I'm saying?
And plus,
your heart and shit in it.
And plus, if he wanted to put the Christian angle when it comes to the Bible and divorce, he can easily do that. He can easily do that.
He's Kanye.
Yeah,
who's not going to fuck with Kanye?
I'm not saying it will be good. I'm saying he could do that concept. Would I think it's? Do I think it's be good? No. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, I don't think Kanye has the ability to make anything good again, yo. That's just me.
I don't want to go as far as say ability.
Because if he did, he would have did it already, though, bro. Like, to me, if he would have did it already, yo. What was the last thing good we got from Kanye? It's been a while. You feel what I'm saying? And he done put out projects since then.
I think that it has
produced projects since then.
I think it hasn't been good. Well, I can't say that. I mean,
he's put out good production.
It's
just not him as an artist. I think he's done as a rapper.
Production
wise, he put out a lot of good stuff.
It depends on what you think of the life of Pablo. Like, even when we did the podcast about the last time he put out a dope album, we said that Yeezus was trash. But I had somebody, shout out to Penrose, in the comments on Instagram saying Yeezus was great. You know, it took him some time to understand it, but his life was a mess, and you know he loved the Yeezus album. He understood it. So it's really about who you're talking to. As a collective,
right?
Yeah, which all music is.
That shit was still trash, though. Shout out to him. Yeah, that was trash.
As a collective,
was garbage. I'm sorry.
As a collective, I think most of us agree that Dark Twisted Fantasy is like just a top 5 album of all times. Like that's body of work.
Especially if you talk about sonically. If you talk about production, that album was nuts.
And sometimes when you at that level, everybody's like, "What's next?" So when you do Yeezus, when you do The Life of Pablo, when you do,
but that's the thing. I
don't expectations. You mean the expectations of the work or the sales? Or when you need this to work.
And when you constantly picking at Drake, if you're not going to outdo Drake, then stop saying his name. So as long as you keep pairing yourself with Drake and everybody that stole his style,
because Drake took his spot, bro. So you gotta come at the motherfucker who got your spot, bro. 50 been showing us for years, bro, how to do that shit. Motherfucker in the spot, you go at the motherfucker in the spot.
Okay, but you gotta make the music. You gotta make the music that follows it. You can't send out 1,000 tweets,
right?
And then when your album drops, it's like
do it all the time.
Who?
Never
50 isn't active, fam. 50 is not making music.
Yeah, and plus, I really think
when he was doing it all the time, and he wasn't. His bodies of work wasn't, up there to what they was at a certain point. You know what I'm saying?
But when it was over,
because he knew that.
But when it was over, he left
because he knew.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Kanye tried to do the same thing and got blackballed in the fashion world. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was typical. Kanye fought a different fight. See, here's the thing. KanyeWest took on the fashion world, and it might have drained him, But then, like a lot of times when people leave and try to come back, the temperature of the room for music is different. It happens to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the GOATs can maneuver and still have their lane, and depending on what type of budget they got, like I'll be honest, right? And this is not no Jay-Z slander, but the Kingdom Come album, we all know he had the budget of Def Jam. He took 25 million and invested in himself. So even if he did miss a step, I got enough money invested in his album that it's going to sell, so it looks like I'm still here. You get what I'm saying? That's just a fact. He had 25 million invested in one album. That's crazy. That's
Michael Jackson numbers, bro. Like for real.
Yeah,
that's like a Michael Jackson budget, yo. That's nuts, yo. Wait, he spent 25 mil on Kingdom Come?
Advertisement, yeah.
Okay, so that album is trash then. My first time saying it. No, for real. To spend that much money on that album, because I never knew that. And I always liked that album, bro.
But not just album. Not just album. Remember, he had the NASCAR racers in there. He had Budweiser. Like it was a big fiasco.
Well, Budweiser, he before he came up with Ace of Spades, bro, he was signed to Budweiser as one of their ambassadors or something around that time too.
Some shit
he did a deal with Budweiser, so that's why that went down. I mean, but damn, 25 million.
But going back to Kanye, I really think it's just his rapping ability has failed. Don't get me wrong, I don't think his beats slap like they used to, but remember when he had a couple summers ago when like Push album came out, Tiana Taylor album came out, and all that. The production on those albums weren't bad. It's just that Push album was great, but everything else when he was scrambling, when he was trying to get them out on their release dates and stuff, that's when stuff wasn't being pieced together properly. But the beats, like say the Nas album, right? Obviously Nas is Nas. The beats weren't whack; they just weren't for Nas. And you could tell because, like, when he, went through the political stuff with CNN and all that, and TMZ, remember, he switched everything. So all of those beats that was on the Nas album was supposed to be on the Ye album, and he switched it.
Mm-hmm.
So most of those beats wasn't for Nas in the first place. That's why I hate that album. It's not because of Nas at all. It's just I could tell those beats weren't made for him.
And
it shouldn't have happened, bro.
In the Tiana Taylor situation, when she heard the album, she didn't recognize it. Like,
right. She said it wasn't finished.
Yeah.
Even though some of those songs was dope, but as collectively, even though it was 7 songs, like what she thought that was going to be released wasn't, because he didn't finish it.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't finish it in time.
Good music?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
She left.
But at that time, she was though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, here's my thing too, right? So we're saying that KanyeWest doesn't have it anymore, but he kind of messed it up again because a year or two ago, I can't remember how long ago or how recently, he linked up with a Chicago team. He linked up with all his super writers and producers and made nothing out of it. So if he was to just appear today with the same team, we're going to be like, you got to show us something now. We was hyped when you went. It was like 6 or 7 of them. It was like, okay, Kanye got his old team back.
And one thing I would like to let it be known that Sci-Hi the Prince is no longer there.
When did this happen?
A lot of those raps ain't gonna be written anyway no more.
Well, Sci-Hi the Prince, the one that said that the album is being delayed, so he's still there.
He said he not signed to them though. Like he's a free agent right now.
He might just be on.
He might have wrote on it.
Yeah, he's still writing.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. He might have wrote on that, and those raps are already wrote. I'm just saying he, as of right now, he's not on good music anymore. He said he's done with them. Like he never was really.
Big Sean still over there?
I think so. I don't think
probably unwillingly he
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He there, but he don't want to be.
I know Pusha
he doesn't have to be there anymore.
Happy.
Say that again?
Still there, yeah.
Still there and happy. He like the president. I don't,
Yeah, because Push is running shit. That's why he's, he ain't leaving. He doesn't have to.
And basically, he gets a check to do who? Nah, I think Common been gone.
Nah, Common, Common was there for like a freestyle, nigga.
he did an album. That beat album.
Before You Let My Love Away.
Oh, no.
Kanye did that.
That album was not on Good Music.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Kanye did the album. The album was on Good. That was before Good Music, though.
So was it like a huh?
Can you do that again?
Hell no.
Them songs that gave you that feeling. Like, never. Can you bring that back?
Nah. That beat album is one of the best produced albums ever.
Well, when it comes to Kanye, can we have the conversation that ever since he stopped that chipmunk sampling, he's kind of like that energy is gone? Because remember, Through the Wire and a lot of his samples, it's like samples to recognize. And now all of a sudden,
the 808 and Heartbreaks, it was over.
No,
it was over after that.
You can't say that.
Okay,
because Dark Twisted came out after all of that shit.
Yeah,
and that shit was phenomenal.
It was as a collective, but if you got a single, I'm saying if you want a beat from Kanye, it's not going to stand out like it used to. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Kanye used to have
remember when he used to be on everybody's shit?
I'm not talking about album. I'm saying if you need a single from Kanye, remember he used to stand out. Slow Jams with Twista. What's the other record he had?
Overnight Celebrity.
A Kanye was
Randy. Who Was She to You?
I'm just talking about after that though. I understand all that. All that shit was nasty. All that sound the same. It sounded like Kanye. But after that, when like all his other singles start coming out, they did not sound like that at all.
They
like,
did.
With the Graduation album, that stuff changed with the Graduation album. And that shit, that's what his sound was different.
Lights was different than what he's ever done.
Yeah, that shit, and that shit fire.
That shit hard. That shit is my shit.
And to my point, once you start going away from your bread and butter to be more creative, it's hard to dial it back and come back. He went for that live sound, instruments, more of this. RZA did it. Like, I don't like his production in the last 10 years, but he moved from this analog to digital. I'm gonna do new sounds, and they get real hype with it. I got these new sounds, I got this, and then when you listen to it, man,
because niggas be psyched, bro. Like,
it's not the same.
I see. I guess I see exactly what you're saying. I think I just don't agree with Zit and replying to Kanye because we just got Push's album 2 years ago, and sonically that shit was great.
Now listen to me. You're talking about.
I see what you're saying.
If you didn't know, if Kanye never said I produced these beats, would you know it was Kanye?
Some of them. Okay. Some of them no, but like half of it.
That's what I'm saying. There was a single. If there was a time when a single dropped, we would know Kanye was on this, or you stole Kanye's style. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. Like, I get what you're saying. Because he did have a sound, just like Just Blaze had a sound, just like Timberland had a sound.
Yeah, Heat Makers and them Timberland.
Girls Part 2.
To your point. But to your point, bro, when he switched up his style though, and like you said, moved into a different direction sonically, he reached the zenith in my Twisted Dark Fantasy, but then the shit started to decline. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I ain't gonna say he got out of his creative bag. It was just, or he lost it. It just, I don't know. It just didn't hit the same after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Power was the first single off the album after Dark Twisted Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
That didn't hit for me. I was looking at that video like, what the fuck is this? Like,
I like the song. The video was trash, but I like the song though.
I didn't like the song though, bro. Like, it didn't. I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but it didn't do it for me. So that was the end for me. Around that, was that Yeezus? Yeah, it's over. It was over.
Yeah.
So speaking of
we
power,
spent a lot of time on Kanye.
Well, we about to transition because speaking of power, 3 individuals made some power moves the last 2 weeks when it comes into selling their business. And we got Jay-Z selling Tidal, either the rest of Tidal and taking a seat at the board. And then we have Swizz and Timbo selling Verzuz, but selling Verzuz to Thriller, but then becoming part owners of Thriller. So in a sense,
don't forget about the Ace of Spade move Jay made too. He did that.
The Ace of Spade move. Well, I'm gonna tell you why the Ace of Spade move and the Tidal move is just way different for me and the things that I've experienced. So we can start with Jay-Z. When this deal was made a few weeks ago, right? Not even that long ago, right? Somebody wanted to send me a record and it was from Tidal. I was like, I don't got Tidal. I got Apple. And he's like, why you don't got Tidal, man? It's black owned. Get you Tidal. I said, okay, you're right. Let me get me Tidal. Well, it's not black owned anymore. He sold it. So I'm saying, not me personally. What Jay-Z does, like Jay-Z does this. This is not breaking news. But I'm saying when you promote your business as, hey, come over here. This is a black owned business. We give our artists more of the pie and we do this black and we do this black. And then when you go and you sell it to the guy's name is Jack, it can leave people emotionally confused. The reason why I brought that up is because a few weeks ago, we talked about state property. What's their issue with Jay? It's emotional disconnection, right? The Dame Dash Rockefeller situation we talked about a few months ago. What was the issue there? It was an emotional. That's why Dame still does interviews about him, because he still doesn't understand why somebody that he thinks is his man's would do that. So I said, damn, Jay-Z is a goddamn hustler, which we knew, but is he actually hustling his partners, his people? Like Jay-Z gets you balled up and riled up to be like, yo, we about to do this. We about to do this. And then he goes and he sells. It comes out on
but the niggas still own their part though. They still own their portion of it. All the other artists who was in that Tidal deal, when he just sold his portion of Tidal. He did. The other artists who had their ownership still own their ownership.
I'm not.
That's not true.
I don't get that part.
Hold on.
You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, we talked about this for a second. Remember we was talking about the masters and how all L.A. Reid and them was selling their masters and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And we were saying basically the point is to sell your shit at some point. You know what I'm saying? To get the bag. And you know what I mean? Why not? Why are we acting like this is something different? Like it's pretty much the same principle. Yeah, this nigga built the company up to sell it. This is what he does. Think about all the businesses Jay-Z's own. Think about Rockefeller.
It's not just what he does.
I mean,
that's what you kind of supposed to do. That's what the business. That's what people do in the business world.
That's business, bro. That's great business.
Jay started,
bro. Buy for $1, sell for $2. It's business.
Jay started when he bought Tidal, right? He bought it for $56 million. He the one who made the biggest investment, but he had other artists go in with him, right? They owned 3%. It was 16 people. So, and I think the amount that they gave, the reason that he comes off so rich in this, because he sold it for $300 million. Right. He bought it for
majority investor.
He bought it for $56 million. He bought it for $56 million and sold it for $297. So because they own 3%, all of them get 8.9. So yes, he made all those black people rich because of that. And I don't get the whole selling out part, because not only did he do that, it's not like he just sold Tidal and that's it. Like he's actually a chair.
He still owns some Tidal.
He owns some of Tidal, and plus, hold on, let me finish. And plus, he is on the board at Square now, the company that actually bought it. So he not only still oversees Tidal, he oversees other stuff in their department like Cash App.
Cash App.
They own Cash App, Twitter, and they own something else. I forgot. That's big. So he's on the board with them now because of this. It's kind of like the same thing with the Swizz deal.
It's a sellout. Why would we say he a sellout, bro? Like that's not really selling out. Number one, because them artists still own their shit. It ain't like he sold their shit. They still own theirs. They just got a bag, and he's on the board of a company that is.
Because it depends on how you are invested in it. The three of us understand the business. You don't become as rich as Jay-Z or anybody without doing business, right? But I'm saying to you, in order, yes, you did buy for $56 million, but in order to get capital, in order for it to be worth more, you have to, try to sell it to your people. Hey, we're black owned and we do this, and you get people emotionally invested. For example, Prince. Why did he decide to go to Tidal? Because it was black owned and because it was a startup company, and this was a way for black people to own. There's some people who want black people to own. and not sell. You get what I'm saying? So too often, I was young when
that's not realistic though. That doesn't make any sense.
Because we are disenfranchised people, bro. So you know that don't make sense to me for us.
Man,
you know
that doesn't really make sense.
We got to get to the bag, bro.
Because you go into business, right? I can see if it's like your family business. Like, remember we was talking about like Ant said with the masters. People think you're supposed to not sell your masters till you die, and it's supposed to go to your children and grandkids. That is absolutely not true. You're supposed to sell your masters when you think it's the height of their worth. It's the same shit with Tidal. Tidal was actually failing in the last fiscal year, the last couple years. I believe Tidal was actually in the red. Like, they was failing. They was losing money. So now that he sold it for a profit, saying he sold out doesn't make sense.
It makes sense.
Bro, Jay wrong, because this is a deal, though. Remember he did the deal with Sprint first? He sold 33% to Sprint for like 200 mil. Then he just sold the rest for another 300 mil. Bitch, that's business, bro.
It makes sense to those who think that owning makes sense. Now, why you think that running a black owned, I see the face. You're saying
make that make sense, because it's not like he still don't own anything. Like, I don't get it.
He still got ownership there. He didn't sell everything. He still has ownership. It's a minority, but he still got say so.
I didn't do my research on the Michael Jackson situation, but I'm looking at people who looked at the music industry like Prince and Michael and said, "Oh, y'all making too much money off of us. We need to own our own." And one of the big reasons that Prince decided to release his catalog or an album through Tidal was because it was for us. Not saying now maybe Prince's idea was never going to work. Maybe it's unrealistic for black people to own their business or own company. There are some people that think that's the way. So when we go, it's stupid, but no, there's some people that believe that we need to own our own and stop selling. When Bob Johnson sells BET to Viacom, Viacom's never going to.
That's the only people that say stuff like that that don't never own that,
bro. I don't think that's the same sandwich, bro, with the Bob Johnson reference, because number one, but when Bob Johnson sold, he didn't have no influence over BET no more. That shit is straight Viacom now, and they appointed people who they can produce their idea of what.
Wait, you say when Bob Johnson sold, or when he owned it?
When he sold to Viacom, when he sold to Viacom, bro, he didn't have no ownership left. He sold everything. So Viacom owns the shit now. So they can appoint people in place to provoke what their idea of BET should be. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's saying that
our debate is different. Nobody cares about Jay-Z's seat at the table. Where people are saying about ownership. Like, I'm with you.
I guess people. I get that. Maybe people should care about that and stop caring about the stuff that don't matter.
That's all right. But okay. So look, if it was
because other people like own everything, you can't, like, if this man bought something for $56 million and sold it for $300. That doesn't make any sense. Like,
that's different.
That's good business. That's good business.
That's not good business.
That's different.
That's what he did.
If us three, right? If we turn Barz and Shotz into an LLC, a business, and us three is doing our thing, right? And I sell it for 80%.
You can't sell it without us. You can't sell it without us, bro.
Yeah, bad.
You can sell your stake.
No.
You can sell your stake.
I'm saying that based off the Rockefeller situation, right? There's certain situations. How did Jay-Z just up and sell Rockefeller?
Them niggas signed off. That's why. Because them niggas signed off.
They signed off.
No, cool.
Can you talk about the Tidal situation?
But I'm saying,
this new one. Like that Rockefeller one, that was old. I'm talking about how he did it in Tidal. How was he a sellout?
No,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
It is old, but I'm saying I'm tired. The reason why I brought that up, because yes, it was a three-headed monster, but because they wanted to throw their hands, like, you know what? I see the way you're doing business. We out.
That's their fault.
Now, if y'all say no, you're not going to get it.
Signing shit.
Okay,
but I'm not signing nothing. So
that's fine.
I'm not signing nothing.
That's fine. But
so whose fault is that? Is it Jay's fault or is it their fault?
But it does happen. It does happen. I'm saying that people can think, once again, the person that wanted to send me records, get Tidal, because I've heard plenty of people want to support Tidal because it's black owned. It's not just about Tidal; it's about black owned businesses, right?
So, and why you sold it, you should get off Tidal then, if you really cared about that. And go.
I don't have Tidal. I don't have Tidal.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking. You didn't hear what I said. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you.
And people will get off Tidal. I know, but people will get off Tidal. They were only on it. Some of them were only
but he's not black owned anymore. Why do we care? Let them get off and they can go elsewhere.
because I'm saying
it's still black owned, bro. It's just not black majority owned. That's all. It's still black owned
because all those people.
It's not black majority owned.
Because not only did Jay-Z end up being a chair at Square, all those people, all those 16 co-owners of Tidal, are the second biggest shareholders of Square also. So not only does he not have a space there and stock option and all that, he got all of them in and make more money over there too.
Two things.
So how is that selling out?
Two things. We'll revisit this when it happens because I know it's going to happen. Jay-Z's into liquid cash. He don't care about no share. That's what it looks like now. Eventually, he's going to sell some more and walk away because he might buy a football team. Like Jay-Z.
So
why are you keep talking about a share? It just looks good
now. No. I'm saying because he got other people in, Flaw, not just himself. That's why I mentioned it. The 16 other people that own Tidal with him goes with him to Square also. That's collectively, fine. They are the second biggest shareholders in Square now. Because of that, that's what I read.
Get that. But for me, I never brought up the people that were involved. Ant did.
They're all black though.
No, but
except for like two of them.
I'm trying to set an example for the people that when you sit at the face of the table, right? People don't know that T.I.'s was on there. There's some people who don't know these things. We know.
Lil Wayne.
You should. I guess I'm not trying to answer questions for the people that don't educate themselves and don't have common sense anymore. It's 2000.
I don't think
it's cool. Like if you think Jay-Z's a sellout, you can keep thinking that. The people who make sense and know business know he's not, and we move on.
It's bigger than Jay-Z.
Keep thinking that.
Like I just feel like this was dope. But he made $500 million off Tidal, bro. Think about it.
Now I brought this up again, especially for you, Ant, because you remember this passionate debate we had with you about 50 changing his gorilla to make profit. You called him a sellout, but it's different.
Not the same sandwich.
That's not the same either. Because Jay-Z is not Jay-Z is not showing himself as a gorilla type dude.
Now,
so that's why bro. He didn't change up anything.
It could be different, but your words was a sellout, right? Different situations. But why he did what he did was for the better of his business, regardless of what he represents. What he looks like.
Okay.
And you went
and that's what you say because I keep saying because of the bag. But so here's my thing.
Right.
Me personally, the reason why I didn't feel that is because how 50 was portrayed at that time. You went from gorilla to being militant to now you being gorilla as a fucking ape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think it's different.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't fuck with that. Jay-Z hasn't shown me that. Jay-Z didn't turn Tidal into fucking chimpanzee.
Look at what you're saying. Look at what you're saying. The difference between gorilla. And we said this, people will look at the militant gorilla and say it represents something, right? There's some people, right? And then we talk about dumb people. There's people who don't know the difference between the Black Panther Marvel movie and the Black Panther group. You get what I'm saying?
So you trying to say I'm supposed to care what they think?
You don't. But when you're in the
that's what I'm saying.
No, but you keep saying you don't.
It's still an argument, though.
But if you were in the business, I'm saying if you were in the business, you would have to care about something, Jarrell. First off, we cannot go into business if you're going to walk into the offices and say you don't care about everything. We're going to have to make some adjustments.
But it's just like, when you talk, I don't know, like I get the whole caring part, but you talk about people that don't have common sense. That fucking Black Panther example is a common sense type thing. Yeah, I do not care about the minds of the stupid in every fucking situation. Not when it comes to business. Right. No.
Yes, but if we are investors in the Marvel version, and we're seeing that, yes, stupid people may affect our bottom line, then we got to have a talk. It's not that we understand them, but as a business, we got to sit back and be like, okay, just have a conversation. If not, I'm not saying, yes, they are dumb, that they don't know the difference between the Black Panthers. That was a real story. We know that.
No, that was a real story. You're right.
And even though Marvel made tons of money, the backlash came from some people, because it was an all-black cast, but then there's some people who couldn't tell the difference between the Black Panthers. And I'm saying, Ant keeps saying about the bag. And that was kind of my argument with G-Unit.
It's how you do it, though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jay hasn't cooned his way to a bag. He hasn't degraded himself in a way to make me look at him like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? You in a contradictory type of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are smart, astute business moves, bro. Like,
I'm kind of tired of every time Jay-Z get richer, somebody gotta have a story, like a negative connotation of why he got richer. Every fucking time.
Why can't we just respect it? Oh, it's the Illuminati.
Every single time he makes a move, somebody has something negative to say. Doesn't matter what it is.
Why can't this be the blueprint?
So basically, right, when it came to 50 Cent G Unit, that made you feel some type of way, ain't right? Not saying whether it was right or wrong, right? All right then. So why can't
it triggered me in a certain type of way?
Right. That's all I'm saying. Right? Because we agree with it or not. So I'm saying.
So he's saying the same thing is happening with Jay-Z fans and the people that seeing Jay-Z movies.
There's some people out there that's like, yo, a black man sold the business. We're up in arms. That don't make them stupid.
To a white man, they got all the businesses. I get
that. I guess maybe I'll put it like this, right? As much as Ant hates 50 Cent, to 50 Cent, Ant probably don't matter because he doesn't support 50 Cent anyway. He doesn't like him. He doesn't buy his music.
I gotta get rich though.
I'm talking about after that, nigga.
I got the massacre.
Yeah, but since he doesn't support him anyway and he hate on him, quote unquote, I don't know, how much should you care about your haters that don't support you? Like, you're not really losing any money in it. So, I don't know. I'm not saying that you shouldn't care, but how much should you? You got to just ask yourself that.
It's like wrestling. It's like wrestling, bro. You know how the wrestlers go out and whether the crowd hate them or love them, they just want a response? It's kind of like the same shit. As long as niggas talking about me type shit. I mean, like, hate me or love me, niggas is still talking about me type shit.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
That's how 50 was thinking. I think in some ways that's how Jay-Z think on some real shit. You say it all the time.
What Jay-Z can do what he want.
Jay-Z want, like he
Jay-Z can do what he want. I think that I said in the group that I had just figured out a pattern. And to me, I'll say my thing is I think Jay-Z is really great at hustling people. That's my debate. That's what I was trying to get at.
Brooklyn thing. It's a Brooklyn thing, bro. Jarrell, no. It's a Brooklyn thing.
That was my thing. This whole people, I can't tell them.
I don't call hustling, I just call good business. Maybe that's what it is. I don't get it.
That's great, bro. Think about it, though, bro.
Like, if I invest $56 million or something, right? And I
sell 33% to the company to fucking Sprint.
Right, that's what I'm
5
saying.
Years ago for like $200 million, and then sell damn near the rest of these companies to Square.
But hold on though. Not only did I invest my 56 to come off, I made the other investors that actually had faith in me like 10 times their money back.
Bro, that's dope, bro.
So that's called hustling people.
Raw. Like, that is
I don't get it.
Oh, how's that hustling people? Because the pattern I saw, once again, just to bring up the Rockefeller thing, how that whole went down was crazy, right? Thought it was brothers for life. The Benny Siegel situation, it's the same type of emotion. The state property, emotion. KanyeWest, emotion. Like, you think you know that man. Like, you think that we're cool. You think that you're one phone call away, and he winds up duping them all. Now, if that's his personality, I'm fine. Now, with the Tidal thing, the reason why I connect the Tidal thing is because, yes, he does buy it with his hard-earned money. But his promo is, come over here, we're black-owned, to get it up and then sell it to the white
build it up, and then
That's what I'm saying.
His part, bro. He sold his part and made the other people money.
I'm talking about the subscribers. I'm not talking about the people that invested in him. I'm talking about the people that actually came to support. See, well, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess I don't see why I'm supposed to.
I'm not trying to dismiss what you're saying.
I see what you're saying. You just don't care.
Business, and then you sell it, and it's not black owned no more. You get it? Like, people have a right to say, "Hey, damn, I feel some type of way." I don't. Ducky talking about the shareholders. Oh, everybody. We don't care about. They don't even know. Tidal is Jay-Z and Beyonce. They, like I say, people don't even know T.I.
And now it's not that. And now it's not that. It's a white dude, and people feel some kind of way. You saying?
Yes,
I get it because it used to be black owned type shit. So in regards to the ownership in black owned, bro, let's just be real, bro. Like, in this country, it hasn't been fair to us owning nothing, bro.
Right.
You feel me? Motherfuckers try to buy our companies out every single day because they understand they don't want us in no type of power, bro. I don't want to make this racial or political, but this is the reality of what shit is, bro. Like, any company in America, if a black man or a black woman is doing good, at some point, some white company is gonna try to buy them out, bro. That's just the reality of business in America for our people, bro. And us being disenfranchised, bro, we look at the bag and we want the bag, bro, because the bag, it opens opportunities, it opens doors for us. You know what I'm saying? He could take that 300, 500 million he made from Tidal and do wonders for people. I'm not saying he will, but he could potentially. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what he has in store for that money.
And it's crazy how it pigeonholes black business owners. Like, white business owners don't have to go through this. Right. Like, not only can I not sell my shit at a profit just because the other dude is white? Like, if I get any type of negative flack for that, I should be able to sell my shit if I want to. Like, I don't get it.
How is that? To me, that's a little different. We can name the black people that's doing very well for themselves on our hand, right? There's only a few. Mm-hmm. So, in a sense,
what do you mean?
Most in entertainment and sports. Most
of the people who are on the cusp of, man, we about to crack $1 billion, do this and the third.
You said black people that's doing well for themselves. God damn.
Entertainment.
Well, I know you like
that's a little extreme.
I know you like to be well, bro.
Like, God damn.
I know you like to be specific on the details, but I'm saying for the people that's about to crack $1 billion and do wild things, we can count them on our hands so we know who there are. If there's white people doing business like this, there's so many of them, we can't keep up with them. We don't know that McDonald's is being sold to Walmart. We don't like the things we don't know. There's a lot of things that do happen. That is correct. But the fact that there's not that many of us, we can actually watch what they're actually doing. If Diddy sold Revolt tomorrow, we just all know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I get that. I agree with you, but that just handcuffs black owners, though. That's what I'm saying. It handcuffs us.
Bro, look at Michael Jackson's situation. This nigga owned half of Sony Publishing, bro. Him.
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the business world, right? Black owners already have to go through so many hurdles. We got to go through their hurdles and ours. Like, at some point, you got to think to yourself, well, maybe we should not give the niggas any more hurdles. That's all. Stop thinking negatively every time a black man.
For $10 right now, and a motherfucker, and I hold that bitch for 5 years, and a motherfucker willing to give me $10,000 for it, bro. I'm selling it, bro. I paid $10 for this. Maybe put $2,000 in it, and I got $10,000.
I'm going to stand on my hill that you shouldn't get people emotionally invested in you if you're going to turn around and do what you want to do. That's why people get upset.
So since you're so strong in that point, you think he sold out then?
No,
because if not, why are you speaking so fondly for the people that think that way? Then
that's what I do. I tell you that I agree with yo. I don't care, but you're saying it's stupid. I'm saying I understand why they would feel emotional, especially if you reeled me in. You bought Tidal and you told me to buy in because it's black owned. Then you sold it. Nobody told you to tell me you bought Tidal. Nobody told you to put your face on Tidal. You reeled people in.
Put a good question in the group. He said we got Oprah having her own network owned, and then all of a sudden that sold to CBS, which is owned by Viacom. Is that selling out?
What did Oprah say? I remember that happening. What happened with that own network? I don't recall.
Let's just say black people didn't support the shit like they were supposed to, so she sold it.
Because the shit, maybe it was whack, bro. Maybe own was just whack, yo.
She sold it. That's why she sold it.
Was Oprah saying, watch my network because it's black owned, or did she just drop it? I don't know what her rollout was. I'm saying it's a difference.
Bro, listen. Hey, Flaw, if you own a business, you buy a business and you own that bitch for 6-7 years, and the shit is a fucking headache. But you done built it up to a point to where now you can sell the shit, but it's a headache. You're not gonna sell it.
You can sell it. No, I'm not saying I would sell it. I'm saying I'm just saying. I agree with y'all. Didn't y'all keep spitting on me when I'm telling y'all that the people energy?
So how about this? With the people energy, right?
I'm giving us the people energy, bro. That's why.
This is what I'm telling you. Why the energy that like certain energy you can't. I don't know. I guess I don't want to say I don't care anymore. Because like you said, that could be a little harsh. But when he first came out, right? I understand the whole black owned angle, but the real angle for Tidal was it was artist owned, not black owned. Yeah. It was artist owned because all those 16 people that he went in with were not black. Because Madonna's one of them. I think Taylor Swift is one of them, and might be one other older white person. So it really wasn't black owned. It was just mostly black owned, and he was the face of it.
Majority black.
So that's what he said. Obviously, it's a black owned company, but it like the rollout was not black owned. It was artist owned.
See, we too smart for own good. Y'all keep talking about everybody that's owned. It's Jay-Z.
You're right. So I guess I'll stay over here with the smart niggas like us three. And to all the other people that think otherwise, it's like we cool. Now I'm saying it's all good. It is what it is. We good over here.
Y'all want to feel.
I'll end this by saying the next time Jay-Z wants to partner with you or boost you up, don't do it. because he's out for Sean Carter. That's basically, and there's nothing
Well,
wrong.
look, it's a win-win though. It's a win-win though because hold on, time out. Guess what? Hold on, time out. So we omitting the fact that he did a deal with Moet, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, right? He sold half of his stake in his company Ace of Spades to them, right? Mm-hmm. You don't think they company gonna eat off of him? Who? They're gonna eat off of Jay-Z, hey, bro.
Are you gonna pimp? Are you gonna like every example? There's another example. What does what does Moet have to do with Tidal? I'm saying Tidal. You're saying the emotion comes from Tidal because he promoted it. Nobody never said drink more. I never heard people say drink only his alcohol because it's black owned. I'm saying
he was saying it.
I've heard that.
He told us that.
I've heard people say that with Duce all the time.
Bullshit,
I heard
when Cristal said they don't want.
Right.
When Cristal said he didn't want black people drinking this shit, he went and bought his own company, bro. And damn near, I haven't heard a motherfucker drink Cristal since, bro.
That's
literally since he had Ace of Spades. You know what I'm saying? So now he sold half his business. Now he a coon because he sold half his business that was black owned to Moet and them. He a coon now, and he a sellout now because of that.
To the logic that Flaw said earlier with the people how they think, yes, that means his company, his liquor is no longer black owned. That's why. So basically,
I didn't say that at all.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Not you.
That's not even the example that I've used.
I understand that. I know you didn't give the example, but if you're going to use that logic could be applied to other examples.
That's a fact.
So if he did the same exact shit with the liquor deal, I'm saying those people who thought that will probably think the same way with the liquor deal. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you personally think that way. I'm saying they probably thought he sold out with that too. Why not?
Right.
That's all.
Even though Ant is not invested in 50 Cent, like I say, even though we don't know why he did what he did. Don't know. But the same way how you got emotionally invested in your opinion, it's just that's all over the place. And no matter what we do, we spot it. We go, damn, why you do that? Use a sellout, use a cone. Yes, we are our biggest critic because we can see actually making these moves. There's only a few of them, and we can pinpoint. Like we don't know. It's like 10. You know what I'm saying? It's like 10 people where we can look and be like, I see.
They just be calling a motherfucker a sellout just because they sell their business.
You started it.
They do something that. No, I did. Hold on. Time out. No. 50 is definitely a sellout for what he did, bro. Because if I sell a business that called Guerrilla Unit and Guerrilla as in soldier, as in warrior, as in fucking soldier of war, if I sell the business, it's gonna be a clause in my contract saying, bitch, you can't change the name to motherfucking 8 unit, bitch. Like that's just me.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. Okay. I'm giving you a fact right now, bro. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, we're not talking about what you're doing. You're calling him a sellout is your opinion. I'm saying once again, this is just a mutant.
Okay, so how many years in our history of us being in the United States have we been called monkeys and been called less than humans type shit? Yeah, so for him to perpetuate that same stereotype and sell his company is amazing. It's mind-boggling to me.
What I'm saying is,
I'm allowed to have a strong opinion in regards to that.
Everybody is allowed. That's the conversation that I'm having. You can't just sit up here and call this one a sellout and then say everybody else is stupid for calling Jay-Z.
Yes, I can. Because guess what? Jay-Z, when he sold his company to motherfucking Square, they not changing title to motherfucking anything derogatory to black people.
I guess
or anything that has been derogatory to black people. Back in the day. It's a reason why I'm saying this.
I'm saying that's your opinion. We was not in the board meeting when they switched Gorilla to whatever they switched it to. I'm saying Gorilla Unit was started before the deal. You can name it what you want.
Right.
Once you get on and you don't own your name, like you don't own. How many of them actually own their name even? These artists don't even own their names. And you're going to really sit up there. This is what I'm saying, though.
Calling. You're right, though. But this is 50 Cent we talking about. This 50 Cent we talking about. At the time when 50 was doing his thing, he had a lot of influence. We cannot stop the fact that he had a lot of influence because he sold. I guarantee you, if he'd have went in that meeting and said, you know what, y'all can have G Unit, but y'all got to keep the Gorilla the same. If he would have said that, I guarantee Gorilla Unit would have still been what it was. But he didn't say that.
I wish we can bet on that because I'm telling you, if I'm invested in that,
I wish we could bet on that.
But
we talking about 50 Cent. And he probably a nigga from Queens. He probably looking at the bag like, what? Y'all want to change the what? I don't give a fuck. Give me the man.
I don't personally. I don't think that's how it went. And we can move on to the next joint. But I'll say I personally don't think that's how it went. I think that when investors come in, they check stuff out and they go, we can't sell this because of what it stands for. And then you switch.
So you can sell gorilla units to black people.
I'm invested now.
Because that's who the target audience is. That's who the target audience is. So you're gonna buy a fucking shirt that says gorilla unit, as in 8 gorilla unit, and that's targeted to you as a black man. You're gonna buy that shirt?
I'm saying
seriously. I'm asking you, Flo. I'm asking you.
You
can you answer that? All right then.
Are you just going to create a question? I'm telling you that the gorilla.
What you mean?
How you gonna create a question?
You're not listening to what I'm asking you. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're saying that they want to sell the word gorilla like 8 to black people. I'm saying, to me, the issue came from, to me, and I wasn't there, that the militant gorilla, we can't make money as an investor. We can't make money off of that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying,
bro, you're right. No, you're right. That's what was said. He said, the investor said, "Oh, gorilla is too militant."
He did say that.
Change it to gorilla unit. Yes, it's in.
I didn't know he said that. I'm just assuming.
No, this is what happened, bro. You're absolutely right, bro. I think I read it one time on the pod. You know what I'm saying, the book I got, how to hustle and win by Supreme Understanding. You know what I mean, he broke it down like, 50 gorilla unit was gorilla unit first, and then once he sold this company to Mark Echo and them, they changed it to gorilla, the 8, because gorilla, as in war gorilla, was too militant, and they feel like it wasn't marketable. You know what I'm saying? But they selling these clothes to black people, urban black people. Why the fuck is gorilla not going to be marketable? Think about that for a second.
I see. That's the thing. I stop at the market. Now, who they sold first off? After they sold it, I don't know nobody that wore a gorilla unit. It was
once they sold it, bro. It went to TJ Maxx, bro. I swear to God, when G Unit first came out, bro, we was going against all odds. We was going to Jimmy Jazz. We was going to motherfucking City Blue buying that shit. Once he sold his company, bro, we in TJ Maxx with it. We in Ross. You feel me? You might see the shit in motherfucking Format Nails now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they changed the name. So my thing is, who are you really targeting? I mean, it's still an urban clothing line that you're selling to black people, but you saying gorilla unit. So you want me as a black man to wear a shirt that says gorilla as an ape unit. I'm not doing that shit. And I didn't understand how that went down.
Shout out my guy Terrence. He was in the chat. He had a couple comments, said people need to see the details, need to pay attention to details and everything. Roland said that Jay is the face of a lot of shit. He now wonders he really owned it. I think it depends on what it is. Like, he's been sponsors of different stuff. Like, if you talk about real ownership, the only thing that he was really the face of, to me, that he didn't really own was the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, he didn't own the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, he paid $1 million to get like a 1% share, and then just so and they did that,
and they sold it.
Right. The developer, I forgot his name. Hispanic dude too.
Some dude from he's Spanish or European,
something like that. Yeah, he was the original developer of it, and he basically went to Jay-Z, and that's how he got in. And that's with the 40-40 club, and like he did that to get his club into the arena. That's the only reason he really did it.
Business, bro.
It's just smart business. Then he sold it.
So, Flo, let me ask you something, bro, before you move on, real quick. And I think I'm about to move on. What you think about the Swizz and Timbo joint?
Well, before we
actually bring up their deal, hold on.
Before we get there, let's ask you the next topic. But as far as what Terrence was saying about people need to pay attention to the details, there was a part in this segment where Ant broke it down about how hard it is for black people to actually have businesses, and those are the conversations that I like to have. You get what I'm saying? It's like, listen,
right? There's
challenges that black people face to this day. It's people do want you to own, because they go back to when we had the Black Wall Street, you know what I'm saying? Like, so people just remember when black people did own, and things got burnt down, things got destroyed. So there's some people who still are militant in their minds. We need all black everything. Well, we actually haven't figured out a way to, And
I feel, why? Because people scared, bro, because of things like you just said. Black Wall Street, what happened to them? Bitch, in a weekend, bitch, they whole shit got burnt down by some hating ass white people. And we never did it again because of that fear of being able to move forward. And during that whole time, a lot of programs and things have been put in place in America to keep us disenfranchised, bro. None of us right now can go in and get a bank loan right now off the first try. Not one of us, bro. I promise you. I don't care what y'all credit score is. You're not walking in the bank right now on the first try and getting a loan right now. Why?
I'm gonna bring.
I'm listen.
Timberland and Swizz.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring their deal up.
What do I think of Timberland and Swizz? You asked.
Say that again.
Yes.
What did
yes. Did they sell out? Did they sell out because they built their business from the ground up and then sold it? You know what I'm saying? So are they sellouts because of that?
I think the conversation
that's not black owned.
I think the conversation that people need to be educated on is why black people do sell. And I might want to do some more research on that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, because, I'm gonna tell you why we sell, bro. It's easy. It's fucking, you don't gotta do no research. It's easy, bro. This country is built off money, bro. This fucking country is built off bread, yo. It's the same shit when we talk about the masters, bro. Buy the shit up to sell it at some point so you can keep your family at a certain point and keep that generational wealth going on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Ownership of a company don't actually generate generation to our community.
This is why I should.
You can own a bunch of businesses. Go ahead, bro.
I was about to say this is why I should say people should stop saying just because they sold out, like without knowing the details of the deal and stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of people had stuff to say about Swizz and Tim too about selling out.
Right.
So the dude, the young boy from Power,
Mike Rainey Jr.
Yeah, man. And then this is the reply that Swizz said. Because of that deal, I know it's they sold it to the Triller, but because of that deal with the ownership that they have and the stake that they have in the equity, they own Triller now.
Hey yo, can I keep it a buck though?
Bro, like,
can I keep it a buck though?
Like if you just don't understand it, like you don't understand it.
If I'm Michael Rainey, right, and I wrote this, understand this is an emotional post. This is all I try to get across.
Yeah, you could be emotional and wrong. Two things could be right at the same time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You're just wrong.
Yes, you can. But what Tupac was wrong 80% of his life, but he was emotional. He was passionate. When you're passionate, it's not about right or wrong. I feel this. That's what I'm trying to get across. I feel this. Yeah. He felt this.
Yeah,
and he felt some type of way.
I guess I still stand on the side of being loud and right.
Okay, no.
I don't like being loud and wrong.
I'm not
done. So he was emotional. He was emotional when he wrote this. He was in his feelings because he didn't understand. Swizz goes, but we own Triller. That's fine. Here's my problem.
That's fine?
No.
Yeah.
Swizz says we own Triller. That was a dope. That was a fine reply.
Okay.
With the emoji. I'm fine with that. Okay. But it's Timberland. We own everything. Tell who done that. I got to come see Timbo because I don't like that reply. That sounds slick as shit. Don't reply to me like that, I don't like it.
But if you're gonna call him a sellout, he get to reply to you however the fuck you want to reply to you.
I'm in my emotions. I'm in my emotions.
You just gonna be
emotional. First of all, young boy, you look like DJ Ice Fish right now.
I'm in my emotions.
DJ Ice Fish in the face right now. You talking about niggas as sellouts, my nigga. Like.
I'm gonna take that off. I just wanted to get that off because that's what I'm kind of talking about. Like, I don't want to say maybe you should just mind your business, but
no, you should. No, you should.
Like, if $1 million deals is being brought on the table, like, I don't know.
If people
depends on who you are, you ain't qualified to have that opinion.
Instead of you saying salute Kings for you know what I'm saying, with this deal, you got to call niggas a sellout. You know what that word mean in our community, bro?
Right. Like that's a strong connotation.
Like for real, bro. That's a strong word, bro. Flaw. If you put a post up and a motherfucker, the first person that replied to your post call you a sellout, bro. How are you taking that? Well, I can't ask you that because you kind of like me, bitch.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Like.
Yeah, it depends on who you are, and like you asking the wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying.
You asking the wrong people. Fly gonna care. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they had to address it, but do they really care?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but you gotta address it when you're famous. You have to.
You have to address it, especially if there's some golden truth to it. Yeah, we sold Verzuz to the company that we now partially own. So at the end of the day, if it's that deep, I gotta tell you, I can't let that one slide.
So that means they could bring like other stuff to Triller. Because remember, Triller they was doing like the UFC and the boxing shit, right?
The Tyson fight.
Yeah. So now they could
Roy Jones fight.
So they bring the Verzuz to there, and that means since they're on the board, they can put anything on there now.
And remember,
listen, man.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, and remember they did the Pro Bowl, so they're going to bring sports,
Right? Whack.
Sports, everything,
video games.
It was whack, but it's content.
So how excited are we about this though? Like, let's just keep it real, bro. A lot of
I'm not excited. I don't know. Right, I'm not excited. I don't know where it's going.
Niggas is not in the crib quarantine like we are in Jersey right now. You know what I'm saying? We still quarantining. I don't know what the rest of the country doing right now. You know what I'm saying? But me and mine, and I know us, we quarantining. So,
right.
The Verzuz was there because of the quarantine. Now that the country not quarantining no more, does the Verzuz have that significance still? Like, are people still going to check for it? I know we did the Jeezy and the Gucci and the, at least what's the name, Monica and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the last Verzuz was trash.
Well,
I think the shit did 6,000. Like,
but to their defense, I don't know. To their defense,
I'm mad you said that shit did 6,000.
Yeah, more than 6,000.
Have some respect for D'Angelo, nigga. I know you ain't a big fan.
Listen,
to their defense,
every episode. This I'm not trying to shit on D'Angelo. What I'm saying is every Verzuz, as they've been going along, has been bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
There's a reason.
You know what I mean?
But there's a reason, right?
Niggas is outside.
But no, I don't think it's that. And it could be, but that's not all of it. Just like what Jarrell mentioned on that episode, something happened with Maxwell.
Yeah,
Maxwell. If we were going to get D'Angelo versus Maxwell, you would have saw some numbers. Number two, they wanted to rush it and get it done because their deal with Apple was up. Like, they needed one more joint.
That's why they did this Triller deal right after that.
Right. So they just needed to put it out. They could have waited.
Guess
and
what?
Like, Maxwell, whenever you ready, let's go.
I don't think
they was ready to get this Triller thing going. So they just like Maxwell.
Now my man D'Angelo got equity in Triller, so I don't care.
Yeah,
and Maxwell don't. You shouldn't have postponed.
Every artist
should have showed up. You should have showed up in Harlem.
Is now a shareholder in Triller. Like, that's crazy.
Yep.
And that's what it's about. So can you really call somebody a sellout who's helping black people get money though, bro? Like, this is the second time we done said this. I mean, these motherfuckers is helping other black people get money, basically. You know
the only white person they helped out was Scott Storch.
Word is life.
I think he was the only white person on Verzuz, right? Scott got a little bit of change coming. I mean, Scott. He worth it though. He one of ours though. He an ally. He good.
I like this deal. I just don't know what comes with it.
Yeah, I don't think it really affect us. Like, it's still gonna be free on fucking Instagram, and that's where. You know what I'm saying? So it don't affect people that don't care about stuff like that.
Yeah, there's just a disconnect between good business today and what people think should be, and it's always going to be that tug of war or how people think things should go.
Because of Black Lives Matter, bro. It's because of Black Lives Matter on some real shit, yo. We starting to see us in a way that we never seen.
Black Lives Matter
in these last. Yeah, bro.
Listen, Black Lives Matter getting sued. Black Lives Matters in hot water.
I'm not talking about the movement. I'm talking about the phrase.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Not the actual organization or the movement, just the phrase Black Lives Matter.
I say the organization looking crazy right now.
Everything that's happened to us in these last 5 years or so, you know what I'm saying, that's being visible now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to critique ourselves more. You know what I'm saying? Because we expect more for us. Because so I'm not mad at this. I don't know where it's going. The Verzuz one, I don't know where it's going. I don't know how they can top what they've already topped.
I don't think that's the goal.
I don't think that's the goal.
When you doing Pro Bowls, Pro Bowls and video game challenges, I think you're just happy with the traffic that you do get. Because
it's all about creating content, man.
I actually tuned into one of those Pro Bowl joints. I turned into one of the Pro Bowl joints, I think, or was it one of the kids playing video games? I don't remember. But it was like 20,000 views in there. Like, they ain't tripping on nothing.
And it's going to be a time where we break off the like Barz and Shotz sports and all that shit. They ain't going to give a fuck about y'all niggas.
So we got one.
I'm fucking with y'all.
And now you can do so many.
I don't talk sports.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You can do so many other things, but if you put Verzuz next to it, I mean, look how long that name holds weight. But if it's Verzuz to it, you might be like, okay, I might want to check that out. If Verzuz,
you might want to watch it now because Verzuz is a part of it.
We was talking about having Barz and Shotz game night, and niggas gonna think we sold out because that shit gonna be sponsored like by Mattel or some shit, nigga.
No, it ain't.
We had
he said no.
We had DJ Iron Mike on here twice. They gonna like,
right?
yo,
You know what I'm saying? We put Mike on the
I don't
cover.
want to talk about that.
Like they did 5 Heartbeats and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First of all, I'm mad that this nigga little pod area was the background cover of one of our episodes one day. I didn't even tell you all that. I was mad.
I did that because he was our first guest, man. I was just paying homage.
Like this nigga's got this nigga little.
I ain't even noticed that. I ain't gonna lie.
Bitch, I got this. I got the RBT flag back here.
I
be
creative with the covers, man.
Here. Niggas ain't never even think about asking Ant, like, yo, you want to use your background for a pic? Like, bitch,
bruh, the only reason I used this shit because he was our first guest. That's the only reason.
I don't give a fuck about him being our first guest, bitch. Like, you know how many
that's the energy I expected from you, sir. Thank you. That's we all good. That's the energy that I expected.
Me always.
Man, you got rapid shots before you play these songs? Because we over.
I got a bunch of rapid shots, bro.
I've been
throwing rapid shots in the group for 2 weeks now, bro.
Yeah. A lot of them shits we you know damn well we don't care about and stuff.
I know, bro. I'm just
and you don't care either. I can tell you just post that shit and run.
I just be throwing it in there because, bro.
He don't even say shit. He post it and be out.
Man, I got to because I'll be at work. I'll be on the phone. You feel what I'm saying? So I just gotta, oh shit. And I just throw it in the group to see what y'all gonna say, see if it bite or not.
I'm mad.
Did y'all watch the All-Star game?
Oh, the what? Oh, the All-Star game, yeah.
Watch the All-Star game.
Shout out to Julius Randle. New York Knicks, know what I'm saying? Shout out to Julius Randle. We made it, know what I'm saying? Obi got robbed of the dunk contest. It was whack. It was kind of whack, though. The dunk contest was whack as hell at halftime. Nobody really impressed anybody. And it shouldn't have even happened. Like I was mad as hell.
Hey, yo, I hate. I haven't watched dunk contest in like 4 years.
I was like, man, what is this, man? Like half of the dunks the dudes was doing was regular shit.
But you know what though? Like the dunks that we see from niggas throwing up TikTok videos and shit be better than the dunks in the dunk contest.
Yeah, that's true,
bro. Word is bond. Why can't the NBA do that? Why can't they?
You know why it's different though? It's a little different when you up there in front of all them people though. I think a lot of niggas get nervous, yo. You can tell because they be in an arena full of people, right? But they still got to go like this. Every time you see an athlete go like this, start blowing their hands and shit to make them warm. How you got cold hands in a arena full of people?
In an arena with lights and shit.
Know what I'm saying? Right. So a lot of times you could tell niggas just be nervous, man. A lot of them dunks like that Nate Robinson. Flaw always talk about Nate Robinson, right? I guarantee you, he threw that shit down the first time in practice. Once you get out there, that ball start getting slippery.
You got to think about it. You ever watch
your hands start sweating?
Right.
You watch a slam dunk contest when it's packed and your peers get up before you even I mean jump.
You know how nerve-wracking that is? Or if you miss, how about this? How about you got something fly? You up there and you missed the first one. It's a wreck. Mentally, you shot.
Yeah.
Mentally, you shot. See, especially if you actually almost caught it like you was high enough and everything, it just slipped out your hand.
Yeah.
You might not get high next time. Perfect placement, you just missed it. You shot, it's over.
Yeah, that confidence is over. Yeah. Yo, Cardi B just went diamond.
Oh yeah.
First single, Bodak Yellow.
Shout out to Cardi.
That shit went diamond. Since she's been out, she sold 42 million singles, bro. Since she's dropped 42 million singles. That needs to be talked about. You feel me? Like that's like kind of unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? Like
I guess the only reason we don't really talk about numbers now because it's all streaming. So we all come from an era before streaming. I know it don't matter. I'm just saying, like, people our age don't even care about numbers no more. Remember, we used to care about that shit all the time.
Because we don't know how they got them. It was simple math back then. One tape, one album sold.
Right. One CD, one album. Right.
Yeah. Now it's
really, like you really sold a million copies of something.
Yeah. So now it's just like,
or Def Jam bought them, and never mind. That's another podcast though.
They're not saying stream, bro. They saying sold though.
No, but all together. So she streamed more. So like a few streams equals like one whole sale. So she might got 10 million albums sold. That means she got like 30 billion streams.
Yeah, that means her shit was streamed 1 trillion times.
Yes.
And she got like $13 from that.
But still, though. But still,
honestly, that's the hating part that I get. That's the hating part because it goes back to Kiss streaming the Billy, and it goes back to Drake's streaming the Billy. Right. How much money is your account? Now, I don't want to pocket watch, but when you tell me somebody sold 41 million records and you ain't got 20 million in your account, I got a problem with that, Jarrell. You ain't got one. Don't worry about it. Hold on.
I know you two niggas ain't got no fucking wrestling.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
it. Listen.
Yo, son, that's crazy.
Don't worry about it.
Listen, I am the great one, bro. Feel me? That's all I'm gonna say. The great one, bro. Surrounded by gold.
All right, man. We about to get off. Shout out to everybody. We about to play these songs. I'm not watching these niggas with these belts anymore. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Subscribe, comment, like, you know, all that good shit.